Welcome back to Low Stress Math with Mrs. Bono. Today we are on Book 2, Chapter 3, Solving Systems of Equations, Lesson 4, Solving Systems of Equations Using Substitution. Substitution means to put in the place of another. So let's just highlight that to remind us that that's an important part of this lesson. So in algebra, substitution means putting a number where the letters are. So when we have x minus 2, and we know x is 6, where the x was, we substitute 6. We're going to be doing that with equations. Now, you've been doing this all along to solve problems and check your work. So here we go. The substitution method. The substitution method is one of the algebraic methods. Oh goodness, my apologies, to solve simultaneous linear equations. Simultaneous linear equations just means equations with the same variables. So let's get that. Equations with the same. Look at me writing with E. With E's not a word, Bono. With the same variables. It involves substituting the value of any one of the variables from one equation into the other equation. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to find the solution to this system of equations. So what do I mean by that? It involves substituting the value of one of the variables. So this one variable is y equals 3x. The value of y is 3x. I'm going to substitute 3x into this equation, and I'm going to replace the y with 3x. So identify the equation that's solved for one of the variables. That was easy. Y equals 3x. And now where the y is goes 3x. Now, I usually only use parentheses when I'm going to substitute and there's a coefficient, but there's no coefficient here, so I don't need those parentheses, so I just took them right off. Now I do need to draw a line down my equal sign. Why did I do that? Because these are like terms. They both have x, and they're on the same side of the equal sign. So that means I can combine like terms. In order to solve for x, or solve this equation, I need to combine 3x plus 2x to get 5x equals 10. I'm going to divide both sides by 5, and I get x equals 2. Put a little box around it. That's half of my solution. Remember, a solution for a system has two numbers, an x and a y. So I just have the x. Now I got to substitute that back in to find the y. So y equals 3x. Y equals 3 times, instead of x, I'm going to substitute 2. So y equals 3 times 2, y is 6. And that's my other half of my answer. I have x is 2, y is 6. 2 comma 6 is the solution to the system. You have to have two numbers in alphabetical order. So even if you don't have x and y, if you have a and b, a comma b. If you have m and n, m comma n. Alphabetical order always. All right, let's take a look at another example. Now, both of these are equal to y. So it says identify the equation that's solved for one of the variables. Both are solved for y. So since they're both equal to y, they're equal to each other. Now it says substitute the value of y in the other equation. I always put the number with the larger coefficient. Now 2 is larger than -1, so I put the larger coefficient on the left. So larger coefficient, C-O-F-F-I-C-E-N-T, coefficient, on the left. So it would be 2x plus 1 equals negative 1x minus 5. But now look, my equal sign is between my variables. So I have to move one to the other side. I always move the smaller variable to the larger variable. So instead of, because they're on opposite sides, do the opposite operation. The opposite of minus 1 is plus 1x. So I'm going to add 1x to both sides. 2x plus 1x, 3x, plus, bring down the 1, equals, negative 1 and positive 1 is 0. Bring down the negative 5. So 3x plus 1 equals negative 5. Now I have to solve for x. Again, to get over that equal sign, I have to do opposite operations. The opposite of minus 1, the opposite of plus 1 is minus 1. If you do it to one side, you have to do it to both. I get 3x equals negative 6. Look, this is 0. Okay, divide both sides by 3. And I get x equals negative 2. A little box around that because that's half my answer. Remember, to get the whole answer, you need an x and a y. So now substitute the value of the variable from step 3. This is step 3, x is negative 2, into any of the given equations to solve for the other variable y. All right, so I'll take the top one because why not? It's easy. Y equals 2x plus 1. Y equals 2. And I substitute negative 2 plus 1. I can grab a calculator or know that positive times negative is negative 4. Negative 4 plus 1, negative 3. Y equals negative 3. So now I have x, I have y, I have a solution. Negative 2, negative 3. No parentheses, you're not correct. You have to have parentheses and a comma, an x and a y. That's a lot. All that for a solution. So now I'm going to check my work, check my solution in both equations. So I'm going to write both equations. Y equals 2x plus 1. And y equals negative x minus 5. And y is negative 3. So this is x. This is y. I could have just looked up there. Foolish me. So where the y is, goes negative 3. Where the x is going to go negative 2 in parentheses because it's y equals 2 times negative 2 plus 1. Put this in the calculator. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3 equals negative 3. Checks. On the other side, negative 3, negative 2, y equals negative parentheses negative 2 minus 5. Now you could do negative 1 times negative 2, or you could just grab your calculator and put in negative 2 minus 5. Negative 2 is positive 2. Positive 2 minus 5 is negative 3. Look at that. Negative 3 equals negative 3, and it checks. Yay me. Alrighty then. Down here, checkpoint. Look at this. The top one is solved for a variable. By solve for a variable, I mean the variable is by itself and everything else is on the opposite side. So I have here 7x, and I'm going to substitute it for y to get 7x minus 2x equals 35. 7x minus 2x, they're on the same side of the equal sign, so combine like terms to get 5x equals 35. Divide both sides by 5, and we get x equals 7. Yay, half a solution. Now I'm going to pick one of the equations. I picked the easier one, y equals 7x. Substitute the 7 in there, y equals 7 times 7 to get y equals 49. Puffy cloud of happiness because I now have two answers, an x and a y. So I can do a solution. And my solution is 749. Okay. Now I'm going to check. It doesn't say to check it, but I'm going to check it because it doesn't take too long and I have a calculator and I want to make sure I have the right answers. So my check, I write down both the equations, y equals 7x and y minus 2x equals 35. And I go back and I'm going to do some substitution. What are you doing here, Bono? I just like to write things in colors. So 49 minus 2 times 7 equals 35. And this one is going to be 49 equals 7 times 7. 7 times 7 is 49. 49 equals 49. That one checks. 49 minus 14 equals 35. 49 minus 13 is 35. You could use a calculator or your brain. It's okay. That checks. All right. On the opposite side, you should actually stop the video and try the problems, but I'm in a bit of a hurry today. So, substitution. 5x is larger than negative x, so I'm going to make those equal to each other. 5x equals negative 1x plus 24. Add 1x to both sides. Because they're on opposite sides of the equal sign, you do opposite operations. 6x equals 24. 1x and negative x is 0. Divide by 6. X equals 4. Halfway there. Y equals 5x. Y equals 5 times 4. Y equals 20. Yay, it worked. All right, check my solutions. Y equals 5x. 20 equals 5 times 4. 5 times 4 is 20. 20 equals 20. It checks. Now to check the last one, y equals negative x plus 24. 20 equals, that negative goes with the 4 now. Y equals negative 4 plus 24. Negative 4 plus 24. 20 equals 20. It checks. Yay. Last problem. All right. The top one, the y is equal to x plus 7. Substitute for the y. 1x plus 7 equal, no equal yet. 1x plus 7, that's the whole y. Now this one, plus x equals 35. There's a 1 there also. Here's my equal sign. They're on the same side, so combine like terms. 1x and 1x is 2x, plus 7 is 35, minus 7 from both sides. 2x equals 28, divide by 2, and x equals 14. Put a box around it, because it's beautiful. Substitute that back in. Use this top equation. Y equals x plus 7. Y equals 14 plus 7. Y equals 21. Yay. That's my solution. 14, 21. Now I have to check that. Here we go, check. And I write down both equations. Y equals x plus 7. Y plus x equals 35. 21 where the y is. 14 where the x is, plus 7. 14 plus 7 is 21. 21 equals 21. That works. 21 where the y is. 7 where the x is. Why did I write 7 instead of 14? I don't know. 21 where the y is. 14 for x equals 35. 21 plus 14 is 35. It equals 35. It checks. Now I just realized that I didn't write the solution to this problem up here. So I'm just going to put a big solution, which is 4, 20. That's my solution there, and my solution here, and page 106 is your homework. Good luck with that. You can do it.